All right, Bob Maloney from My MMA News. I'm over at Royal Striking with Trent Stump. Trent, how you doing, my man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Dude, Trent is one of the most well-rounded, up-and-coming pro prospects in the region right now. He's fighting an Art of War for the belt. But before we get and talk about that fight, Trent, let's talk about your last couple fights that you've had. You fought at CES against Lenny Rafati, who's making his pro debut. Shout out to Lenny, he's fighting at Ring Combat. Listen, that was a tough fight, but you were in control the whole time. Tell me what you remember about that brawl.
That's one tough kid, I'll tell you what. I remember the first round was slow paced. Played the clinch game a little bit. Tried to work him up against the cage. Won that one, and then the second round came. Tried to do the same thing again. He cracked me pretty damn good, man. And then it was kind of just fighting to survive after that. And then third round came, and coach said, "Hey, you only have 3 minutes left. Go take it to him." I was like, "All right, why not?" And threw that kick. Was able to get it to the ground and just did a bunch of ground and pound at him, and then got the win.
Yeah, you were on his back a little bit there. I thought your grappling was really strong in that fight. I could tell.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you before that fight, and you were telling me that people really didn't know how good your jiu-jitsu was, but I got a really nice view against a high-level opponent. Lenny isn't a pushover. He's a tough dude, man. I was really looking forward to that fight, and you. Listen, it was close, but you clearly won the fight, so that was a great performance. Now you continue to work on your skills. You got the grappling, and tell me, I didn't get to see it, but you just got done a Muay Thai fight, or kickboxing or Muay Thai, was it?
It was more geared towards kickboxing, the rules were, but we attacked it like it was a Muay Thai fight. It was a good experience. I'm a jiu-jitsu fighter, so I'm used to being on the ground, and that's my comfort zone. So to grow as a fighter, I'm trying to take myself out of that comfort zone to be comfortable in uncomfortable places. Standing on the feet, I used to be very uncomfortable. Now I've done 2 Muay Thai fights, kickboxing fights, and just constantly kept that pressure coming at him. With Aaron's Muay Thai that he's been teaching me, using the clinch, and was able to secure the victory. Rocked him up pretty good in the second round, and got that W.
Well, listen. Speaking of Aaron, your head coach. What's going on over here besides him hitting you in the head with some spinning back kicks? Aaron seems like the kind of guy who really tries to make training fun too, because I know it's like a grind. And listen, anybody who's fighting, I don't have to tell you this. It's his job to beat the living daylights out of you so that it's fun in the cage or the ring, wherever you are. So give me a little bit about Aaron. Give me some dirt on him, because he seems like, even though he kicks your ass, he likes to have some fun.
That guy, he'll kick your ass, and then he'll make you laugh about it. Like just his whole personality and stuff like that. He's a very good guy. Everyone who I know likes the guy. There's nothing not to like about the guy. I'm teaching here at the jiu-jitsu class, so we have a pretty good relationship with each other, and we have like a little inside joke that I call him Dad, and he calls me Son, because we kind of look alike, and we actually got a few people with it who they actually think we're related. But today I'm getting a sports massage done. He's letting me use his facility whenever I need to use it. Couldn't ask for a better coach or anything. But yeah, he's a hilarious guy. If you go and you look at his Instagram page or my Instagram page or the Royal Striking Instagram page, he's always posting some funny stuff, something to laugh about. He's too much.
Well, listen, from talking to so many guys, you actually need that, because it's so serious.
Oh, yeah.
You're so tense when you're sparring or you're doing cardio, you're hitting pads. You need that mental, emotional laugh sometimes, just for you to forget how tired you are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because if you're laughing, right, it's making you forget how tired you are, or how beat up you are a little bit.
Exactly.
Now listen, you're teaching jiu-jitsu over here. Who's your go-to guy? You're still with, Senior Perfecto Bellagio. Who do you go to further your jiu-jitsu schooling and to learn more?
As of right now, just Bellagio, Senior Perfecto. that guy, he's an animal. I mean,
he should be in the UFC. There's no doubt about it. He's amazing.
Yeah, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when with that guy. Like, let's be serious. Look at his last win. That win over Scott Heckman, that knockout was so beautiful.
It was spectacular.
That guy, he actually helped me prepare for my Muay Thai fight too, and he's gonna help me prepare for this fight as well. He's a top-notch guy, and he's so insightful with everything: jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Even with like personal experience, just talking about life, and even Aaron too. These guys are teachers of martial arts, but they also can teach you things about life and how to coach you in life as well, not just in these sports. So that's why I like training with these guys.
Yeah, they make it a family atmosphere, which is one of the reasons I love going to Bill's place. I love coming over to Aaron's place because they treat me the same way as they treat the fighters.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the whole Philadelphia community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys have like that camaraderie, you know what I mean? Even though there's competition among schools, you can go train someplace else if you have to, and nobody gets their panties in a bunch. And you can invite somebody over here to train with you guys, and they encourage that, which is great.
Yeah, those especially Aaron and Bill, they connect very well. Have trained together before. Have the same coach. With some gyms, it's sad. They try to dictate where some people can train and where they can't train. Forgot to mention also, I've been training at 10th Planet in Bethlehem. Shout out to you guys as well, and they've been showing me some crazy 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu stuff. So, yeah.
Well, listen, that's when you're learning. The more people you can learn from and soak it up for, the better you are in the long run. Tell me about this fight you got coming up for the strap at Art of War. I was talking to you and Aaron, saying I hope this is your last fight with 3-minute rounds. Because listen, I don't want you to look past one fight, but I do believe that you're ready for the 5-minute rounds in the next level. Tell me, this guy has 6 fights. Sandlin, the guy you're fighting, have you gotten to look at any film, or are you just going to go in here and impose your will?
I've looked at some film. I feel very confident, especially coming off of a fight last week. So just going to keep the momentum going with that. He's from Ohio, predominantly wrestling area. Watched his last fight, displayed some wrestling. He's a southpaw. Got a couple of southpaws here, You actually interviewed them not too long ago. You got Eugene, the Suitcase Kid, and Miles. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, man. And those guys put a beating on me. So if I could stand toe-to-toe with them and still be standing, I have no doubt that I'll get this win. Awesome.
So before we go, give some shout-outs and some love to anybody who's going to be there cheering for you, anybody who's been giving you love, helping you get ready for this big fight.
Shout out to Aaron Meisner, everyone here at Royal Striking, Bill Algio, everyone up there at Algio MMA, 10th Planet Bethlehem. Shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Shout out to all my supporters. You guys, I can't do this without you. Shout out to Bob Malone,
Maloney, come on, brother.
Yeah. Thank all you guys. Couldn't do this without you. Having a good time, man.
Well, listen, I appreciate, you're one of the guys, there's a lot of guys in the area, but I know that, you work hard, you work a full-time job, you're training for fights, you're teaching classes, so I know how busy you are, so anytime I get to chat with you, I appreciate it. I know that you're going to have a nice future in this sport, so I look forward to telling your story. This is another chapter, and I'm commentating, so I get to see you up close, and I'm excited. And Trent, keep doing what you do. Thanks for working so hard and making such a great contribution to the community, to the MMA community, man.
Thank you,
know
what
I mean?
Thank you as well.
All right, Trent Stump, check him out. It's a name to remember because he's going to make some noise, and Aaron Meisner will settle for nothing less. So he's going to be spinning back kicks to his head if he loses this fight. So check him out at Art of War, the Spooky Nook in Mannheim, coming up November 10th.